I like it. And this is Fox, so you never know. There could be some great patriotism. Okay, we're going to play a fun now. We're going to play a fun segment. We're going to go through some of the topics that are unrelated to the Super Bowl. And this is a game called Run or Pass. I'm going to put out the topic. If you want to talk about this topic, you say, I'm going to run with it. You give a couple sentences on it. If you say pass, we're just going to skip you and go to the next guy. So again, I'll put out a topic, run or pass. Run if you want to take it. Pass if you don't want to talk about it. We're going to start Kellen Moore joining the Los Angeles Chargers. Adam, is this a run or pass for you?
Yeah, it's a run for me. I think this is a good situation for Kellen Moore to be in. I think Staley was smart bringing him in to work with, Justin Herbert over there. I think he was kind of a scapegoat in Dallas. I mean, they were just talking about him 2 weeks prior to the loss in Dallas of interviewing for the Carolina head coaching job. So I think this is a good transition for Kellen Moore. Get out from under the star, get out from Jerry World, and he's got a top-tier talent in Justin Herbert to work with. So I think it's a home run for Kellen Moore and the Chargers.
Okay, Blease. Topic number 2, run or pass. Mike McCarthy now being the Cowboys play caller. Is that a topic you want to run with, or are you passing on it?
Since the Cowboys beat my Bucks or Tom Brady, I wish the worst for them. So just anything bad, and I think Mike McCarthy calling the plays is a bad thing for the Cowboys. So I love that for them. Yeah, I hope the worst for them.
Yeah, Blease showing love to Cowboy fans everywhere. To the topic number 3, a run pass to myself. DeMeco Ryans being named head coach of the Texans. I'm going to run with this. I love this story. The Texans, they've got a bad history around them when it comes to racism. I'm so happy to see them not only hire a fan favorite, a former player in DeMeco Ryans, but again, an African-American head coach. I think it's really good for the franchise. I think it's good for the NFL. And he is an outstanding leader. You saw with that 49ers defense. Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. That defense was all DeMeco Ryans. Brilliant job what he did with the linebackers. I think he can do a number of things with this Texans team, with their cap space, the draft capital that they have. This team can be built over the next 3 to 4 years to be a contender. They got to get the right quarterback in there, but I love DeMeco Ryans as a hire. The Houston Texans got it right. Okay, runner pass topic number 4. This one goes to Adam. Adam, Sean Payton joining the Denver Broncos. Is that a runner pass for you?
I think it's a run, and the reason I say that is because Sean Payton does have a track record, and right now Denver needs a head coach with a track record. They invested all that draft capital and money into Russell Wilson, and they need to get it sorted out. They have a top 5 defense that they need to keep on the field. Another coordinator had just recently left, but I think it's a home run hire for Denver. They needed to give up the extra pick to get him over there, but they have way too much invested in Russell Wilson on this football team right now. They need a coach with a proven track record.
Blease, we'll go to the next topic with you, and this is one that I'm sure is close to your heart. Topic number 5 in run or pass. Tom Brady was joined by Bill Belichick on Tom Brady's podcast yesterday. Bill Belichick and Brady showed a lot of love to each other. Is this a topic you want to run with, or are you passing it because you're over the Patriots and they're past?
No, I think that's great. And, I know that it was probably tough, in those years. And like a lot of other players have reported, like there's no fun in that locker room. Like it's all business. And I think at the end of the day, they both wanted to win. And I thought they complemented each other better than any other like player coach duo. And is it going to be all rainbows and butterflies? Like, no, it's not. Like you're in the trenches when it's football. And at the end of the day, I think they have a huge respect for each other. And I really love the dynamic. And like people want them to be all rosy. Like that is not a player coach dynamic that you want to win championship. Like that doesn't win championships of being best friends. Like, no, you got a job to do. And no matter what, it's like, I think you said it about Josh Allen. Like you wanted him to be fired up. Like when Tom Brady's down, like when you look back at that 28-3 and you look at him yelling at that offense, like tighten up, guys. Like you don't want him being nice. You don't want him with his head down. You want that fire. You want that competitor. And I think they're both competitors. And sometimes that makes you compete with other people on your team, but that brings out the best of you. So I really like that.
Last runner pass topic, and it goes to me. Brian Flores being hired as defensive coordinator for the Vikings. I'm going to run with this one, but not for reasons that have to do with race. We've talked enough about that when it comes to Brian Flores. This guy is a really good defensive coordinator. He's a good defensive coach, and the Minnesota Vikings are desperate for good defense. It's the reason that they ultimately got knocked out of the playoffs. I know Kirk Cousins gets dumped on sometimes for his primetime performances, but Kevin O'Connell, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, that's a great offense in Minnesota, an atrocious defense. Brian Flores will do a lot for that team. I think it's a great hire by the Vikings. He absolutely should be able to turn that Vikings defense around, at least make it better over next year. Okay, our last topic of the show. This is going to be another rapid fire segment. Last topic of the show, or last segment rather. This is Call It in the Air. I'm going to put out a question mark or a question. Adam, you go first. Blease goes second. I go third. Again, rapid fire. Here are our Call It in the Air questions. Adam, we start with you. Where does Aaron Rodgers play in 2023?
New York Jets or Las Vegas Raiders?
Blease, where does Aaron Rodgers play in 2023?
Yeah, I gotta say Jets. I love him on the Jets.
While I love him on the Jets, I'm going to also say the Las Vegas Raiders, like Adam, feel like it's trending in that direction. I'll take the first one on this one. Where does Derek Carr play in 2023? Well, I think Rodgers goes to Vegas. I'm going to say Derek Carr plays for the New York Jets. Adam, what do you think?
Oddly enough, for some reason, I think he's going to end up in Tennessee.
Like it. Blease, what are your thoughts? Derek Carr.
I was thinking AFC South too, but I'm thinking the Colts. I just think it fits for their narrative.
Love it. Okay, Blease, we're going to start with you on this one. Where does Jimmy G play in 2023?
Oh, that is tough. Who wants him? He could be one for the Colts too. Colts or Titans.
Adam, where does Jimmy G play in 2023?
Yeah, I'm pleased. I think the Colts. I think a sneaky play here could be Miami.
I'm going to go with another sneaky play. Look out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I could see the Buccaneers making a move on him. Okay, next rapid fire question. Who is the starting quarterback of the 49ers to start the 2023 season? Adam, I'll start with you.
I believe Brock Purdy. I don't think Lance is ready. I don't think he was ready to start this year. So I'm going to think Purdy's going to win that in camp.
Blease, who is the starting quarterback of the 49ers to start 2023?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good competition, and I think that's going to ultimately help the 49ers because you have two, mediocre quarterbacks battling it out. So it's going to bring out the best. And I think, given the health of Trey Lance, I think it'll be Purdy.
Okay, and our last Call It in the Air rapid fire question. Name one thing Tom Brady will do during the 2023 NFL season. Again, that's name one thing Tom Brady will do during the 2023 NFL regular season. What I will say is I think he's going to join Eli and Peyton for one of those Manning casts. I think he'll do it for more than just a segment. I wouldn't be surprised if it's his way of maybe getting some prep in the booth, some extra experience, especially doing it with a buddy like Peyton Manning. So that's one thing I think Tom Brady will do during the 2023 NFL regular season. Adam, what's your one thing for Tom Brady?
Yeah, kind of to start off of that, I think you're 100% correct. I think he's going to be all in, studying, watching every bit of commentary he can. Like, we know Tom Brady, he's all in, and there's no one that's going to out-prepare him. So I think he's going to spend this entire year just completely preparing himself for his opportunity in 2024.
And Blease, what do you think your guy Tom Brady is going to be doing? Give me at least one thing during the 2023 NFL regular season.
He and Gronk are going to have some great segments together, and I hope they call a game together.
By the way, that actually would be a cool mega cast, is a Tom Brady Gronk, maybe throw in Edelman. That's a good one. I like what Blease is thinking. Some sports media executives need to look into that one. Well, that is the Butt Fumble Sports weekly NFL show for you. Make sure you follow us on all of our channels at Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and at Sports Fumble on Twitter. And again, make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for our free newsletter. It comes out every week. You get all of our picks all in one place, as well as the game notes and gambling trends to go with it. So whether you want to tail us or fade us, you've got the research to cash some tickets. Appreciate all of you joining us. I want to give a big shout out to our contributors as always. Adam, that's at Spotter AJ on Twitter. Adam, what are your thoughts as we close out the show?
Real quick, player props. I have a couple of my favorite player props written down, but between you and Bleach, there's any player props that you really like for this game?
So I do have one more player prop or two rather, I'd like to give out. One is Isaiah Pacheco over 47.5 rushing yards. I love that play. And I'll actually go in the other direction. I like Miles Sanders under 60.5 total rushing yards. Bleece, do you have a player prop bet?
I like over sacks. I think there's going to be a lot of sacks or a pick six, maybe a Slayton pick. I like that.
Adam, hit us with your player prop bets.
So a little bit to your point there about Sanders is the under. Two player prop bets I absolutely love in this game is Kenneth Gainwell. They've been working him in the last couple of weeks, and I think these numbers on him are way too low. It opened at 16.5, his over under rushing yards up to 18.5. I might ladder that one all the way up to 30 or 40 rushing yards. Over the last 3 games, he's had 14 carries for 48, 12 for 112, and 5 for 35. And the other one also with Gainwell is over rushing attempts at 4.5. Like I just mentioned, he had 14, 12, and 5 carries the last 3 games. And I think Gainwell is actually going to be the breaking of the tendency of Philadelphia in this game. And I think he's actually going to be utilized quite often, to your point about Sanders being under rushing yards. So I think Gainwell is a really good play in this game.
Again, make sure you're following Adam. That's at Spotter AJ. Adam, you do a brilliant job for us. Make sure you're following him. And of course, Bleece at BLEACENFT. Bleece does a brilliant job behind the scenes and contributing some NFL knowledge to tonight's show. Again, make sure you're following us at ButtFumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and at SportsFumble on Twitter. Sign up for that free newsletter on our website, buttfumblesports.com. Free newsletter comes out every Friday morning. Appreciate all of you joining us. Make sure you engage with us across our channels. We love to hear from the fans. We're going to be putting out a lot of content in the coming days around the NFL, around the Super Bowl, and elsewhere. So make sure you're following us. Look forward to talking to you.